Hey guys, welcome to a new video in the Germangirlinlondon series. Getting quite a few videos there now. Today I want to make a video about something I haven't really seen much on the internet, but it's about how to pronounce some of the London Underground stations that are pronounced nothing like they're written. And I think a lot of people come to London and they just pronounce it wrong. I did that. I came to London and I learned how to pronounce most of the stations while being on the Underground, because when you're on the Underground there is always a voice telling you the next station. So let's say you're on the Central Line, there'll be a voice saying the next station is Oxford Circus, change here for the Bakerloo line, or something like that. So obviously the voice pronounces everything correctly, and that's how people learn how to pronounce these things, because there's no other way you could, because they're just written completely nothing like they sound. So I thought we're going to go over 12 stations today that you would probably pronounce wrong if you didn't know how to pronounce it. I'll just put the word here and then let you have a little guess, and then I'll tell you how to actually pronounce them. And yeah, I hope this will be fun, I don't know. So let's go. So the first station is this. Now think for yourself, how would you pronounce this? I'll tell you now, it's pronounced Gloucester Road. Not Gloucester or Gloucester or anything like that. It's basically pronounced as if it was spelled G-L-O-S-S, Ster Road. I don't have any explanation for any of these, so I can't really tell you much about it. I can just tell you how to pronounce it, so I hope that's okay. Let's move on. The next station is a really famous one because it's in central London, and it's a place a lot of people want to go, and a lot of tourists always ask for the way to this place, but they generally always pronounce it wrong. So have your go. This is pronounced Leicester Square. Again, no explanation, it's just pronounced Leicester Square, not Leicester or Leicester or Leicester or anything like that, just Leicester Square. Next up, this is a really weird one. Took me actually a while to get that one down, because even on the tube when they pronounce it, it sounds really weird, like nothing I could imitate, but I think I've got it down now. And I know it looks like it should just be pronounced Holborn, but it's not, obviously, that'd be too easy. This is actually pronounced Holborn. Just Holborn. And it's near Oxford Circus, if you care to know. Next up is a really famous word actually, because this is basically why the time zone here is called GMT, because it stands for this word, meantime. Again, it looks really easy, it looks like it should just be Greenwich. Would make sense, right? But it's not. This is pronounced Greenwich, so it's Greenwich Mean Time. Next up, I think by now you're probably like, this is not pronounced Fulham, and you're right, it's not. Even though, again, it just would make so much sense, but this is pronounced Fulham, like there would be no H and two L's. Fulham Broadway is the tube station, and there is a really big football team, Fulham. Next one, again, this is not Lewisham. You know this by now, it would be too easy. Have a guess. And I'll tell you, it's pronounced Lewisham. It's a weird thing when they do that, when they put the S and the H together, even though they're two different words, but yeah, Lewisham. Next one, the first word in this one actually is pronounced the way you think. It's just Highbury. Nothing special about that. And is just and, but here comes the weird word. I know this looks like Islington, but it's Islington. You do pronounce the S. So this station is called Highbury and Islington, and it's on the Victoria line in the north. Next up, the first word in this one is also pronounced just normally, it's just Surrey, but the next word is not pronounced Quays or Quays, this is Quays, Surrey Quays, like car keys, but it's just spelled really weirdly. But yeah, the station is called Surrey Quays, and I think it's on the overground somewhere in southeast. I might be making this up, you know, I don't really know. Next up is one of my favourite ones, because this one is just so weird. I would have never thought that it would be pronounced the way it is, and I've been pronouncing it wrong for the longest time. But this is pronounced Southwark. Southwark, not Southwark, just Southwark. It's on the Jubilee line, that's all I know. Been there a few times. This one is a really famous one, because there's a song about it called, well, basically just that. And this is why you think you know how to pronounce it, but if you're anything like me, you've still been pronouncing it wrong, because I was under the impression this is just called Warwick Avenue, but I recently learned it's actually not Warwick Avenue, it's Warwick Avenue. pronounced like it had 2 R's and no W in the middle, so Warwick Avenue. And if you listen to the song again, Duffy actually does pronounce it right. I've just been mishearing it on purpose, hearing it Warwick, even though it's Warwick. So yeah, do listen to that, it's quite fun. Got 2 more. The next one, have a guess? This is pronounced Ruislip. Not Ruislip or anything like that, just Ruislip. It's on the Central Line. That's again all I know. I don't know much about these stations. Most of them are not really that interesting anyway. And the last one is actually also a car manufacturer that belongs to Opel, which is a German one. A lot of people don't know this. This is also a station on the Victoria Line in the south of London, and this is pronounced Vauxhall. Not Vauxhall, just Vauxhall. So, I hope this video was fun for you. It was quite fun for me, so that's good. And I am planning on making another one of these videos for general towns and counties in the UK, because there's some that are just pronounced completely ridiculously, and I will be touching on that famous condiment sauce that no one knows how to pronounce, because it's actually really easy even though it looks really scary. So that video will be following, and yeah, I hope you enjoy this. Do subscribe if you like these kinds of videos. I make a lot of videos about sort of England and Germany and stuff like that. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.